Hello again, everybody. Zack Attack is here with the Atakline for this Wednesday, January the 8th, 2014. Alright, let's kick things off with the Billboard #1s. Well, for the first time this year, in 2014, we have double new across the board, your new #1 album and a new #1 single. First, your new #1 album, ending the 4-week reign of Beyonce's album, actually 3-week reign of Beyonce's album, because Frozen, the soundtrack to the #1 movie in America, is #1 album. First time the #1 movie's been #1 soundtrack in a while. But it's kind of weird. It's been frozen up here in Michigan, and most of the other states around the country has been frozen with this wind chill stuff. So it's kind of weird that Frozen's #1 album and #1 movie. Well, like I said, we have a new #1 album on the top 200. We have a new #1 single as well. The Reign of the Monster by Eminem and Rihanna was ended by Timber. We have the song by Pitbull and Kesha. Kind of good news for Kesha, especially when she just checked into rehab over the last weekend. So kind of some good news for her to get better, as her song Timber is Kesha's first #1 single as a collabo or main artist since 2010, since We Are Who We Are, 4 years, and it's Pitbull's first #1, same as collabo or main, since 2011, since Give You Everything Tonight. So congrats to Pitbull, congrats to Kesha for your new #1 single, Timber, and also congrats to Frozen as well for #1 album. Now, on with news on the Grammys, something that Kesha will never win, because she wasn't nominated for any of her previous albums. I think Pitbull's been nominated, but I don't remember. But, peanut gallery over here. So, Grammy added performance on Monday. I announced that they added performance for the, Beatles tribute special they're doing on February 9th to honor the 50th anniversary of Beatles making their American debut. And I mentioned you at Next Reunion, John Legend, Keith Urban, John Mayer. Also, that it was rumored that Daft Punk was performing with Stevie Wonder for the main Grammy show, and that's official. Along with Metallica performing with Lang Lang, some guy from China. And also Lord's been added. And also Robin Thicke performing with Chicago, and besides Stevie Wonder, like I said before, with Daft Punk, Pharrell and Nile Rodgers. With Daft Punk added, along with Kendrick Lamar, only 2 out of the 5 Album of the Year nominees are performing. Taylor Swift, Sarah Bareilles, and Macklemore are still to be determined to perform or not. And also Katy Perry's nominated for Record of the Year, so she's performing as well. So it's a new performance added for the Grammys on January 26th. Too bad I'm going to miss it because of a little event called the Royal Rumble wrestling event. Now, news on a new festival. Now, the Iheart Music Festival is a huge festival that happens in Vegas in a couple weeks in September. I think like the 3rd week of September. No news on that thus far, but that, of course, includes artists from all genres. So Iheart Music has decided to make another festival dedicated to just one genre. They announced the Iheart Country Music Festival taking place on Saturday, March 29th in Austin, Texas. And the lineup for this first inaugural edition of the Iheart Country Music Festival is a who's who of country's biggest names. Luke Bryan, Carrie Underwood, Jason Aldean, Eric Church, Lady A, Lady Isabella, Florida Georgia Line, Hunter Hayes, and Jake Owen as the initial lineup thus far. Probably more will be added. As to why Iheart decided to do a country festival, John Sykes, the president of Clear Channel, who owns Iheart Radio and all the associated stations, said that the response to our country performance at the last 3 Iheart Music Festivals was so incredible we decided to create an entire festival just for them. It would be country music fans' dream and a testament to the power of country music, recognition to the stature of these artists. I agree, it's a great lineup. You got some of the biggest names in country: Jason, Luke, Eric Church, Jake Owen, Florida Georgia Lady, and this is just the first set of performers added. You got the first set of performers announced, and they're all awesome names. Florida Georgia, carry on them. Of course, the event will take place March 29th in Austin. No specific word on what venue it's going to be in Austin. Probably an indoor venue because it's freaking March, for God's sakes. Of course, they'll be giving away trips to the show. through all Clear Channel radio stations and other associated websites. You'll be streaming on live video and audio on the Clear Channel stations and the websites. Tickets are on sale next Saturday, January 18th for this. No prices yet for this. So there you go, Iheart Country Festival. We're in for some TV. Duck Dynasty returns next week. But this week, tonight, Modern Family returns for its first episode of 2014. The Christmas episode was pretty good to end the year off. The last episode of the year last year was a pretty good episode to end the year. Curious to see what Modern's going to bring, especially days before the Golden Globes, which they all nominated for Best Comedy. Let's hope they win this year and beat Girls. Unlike last year, the Girls beat Modern. So there you go. Modern Family tonight, 9, 8 Central on ABC. That is it for this Atakline for today. See you all later with that in mind. You've all been attacked by the news, Bum Zach. Thank you very much again for watching. See you all later. Stay warm out there, everybody, especially in Michigan and all the states that has cold stuff. Yeah, like snow and everything. Yeah.